April is Financial Literacy Month in the U.S., intended to raise awareness about the importance of developing good money habits early on. This week, State Treasurer Mike Pieciak joined Vermont's top banking regulator at Winooski High School, which is one of the few in Vermont to require every graduate have a course in personal finance. A bill now pending in Montpelier, H 228, would require other high schools to follow suit. Lawmakers so far have taken no action. This morning, a visit to the classroom.
$500 a month. All right.
This is the personal finance class at Winooski High School. On this day, Courtney Paquette is asking her students to create a budget. To imagine they've just landed their first job out of college. It pays about $55,000 a year. So how far will it go after taxes and health insurance, student loan payments, and housing?
And you're going to get an apartment, and you're going to have to pay for half of the two-bedroom apartment. Now, last week you guys were looking at the prices of apartments. What did you find when you were looking at apartments last week?
Student housing is really cheap.
Where is it cheap?
Student housing is really cheap.
Okay, oh, student housing. Okay, so as a college student.
Yes, as a college student.
Yes, Mary, what did you find?
Vermont is really expensive to live in.
Her students quickly realize they have to make choices.
So we're going to go with B, the $850 apartment. Nobody went with C on that one. All right, nobody wanted to pay $1,000 a month for rent.
On this day, two special guests are here.
But we want folks the big ones that we
They're like 60, 62. That's
The new state treasurer, Mike Pieciak, and Vermont's top financial regulator, Kevin Gaffney.
Well, that before you mentioned eye contact, I was noticing that right away. That as you were talking to me, you were making that, and it was very natural.
The students tell us the financial literacy class has been eye-opening.
Many people that make like irresponsible choices in the outside world with finance is because they have a lack of education on finance. So I feel like this class helps you build your knowledge and help you prepare and be aware of how to use your money the smart way. Yeah.
What has surprised you most? Have you learned something particularly that just kind of blew your mind?
The credit card. So, well, I always thought like paying the minimum balance was always a smart way to pay off a credit card. But then I realized in this class that the more you pay your minimum, the more you're actually paying. So it's more better for you to pay the full balance instead of paying the minimum, because the more you pay the minimum, the more you're going to be paying than you're actually supposed to pay.
And interest.
Yeah, and interest, yeah.
Is this stuff you would only learn in school? You wouldn't learn it outside of school at home?
No, I feel like at home, my family is from, they were refugees, so my parents didn't get this kind of education. So like, if I was not in this class, I probably wouldn't know what to do.
Would it surprise you to learn that only 11 high schools in Vermont require this course to graduate?
Yeah, it's actually really sad. I will root for it to grow and spread across not only Vermont, but the whole United States.
B and A. Ooh, they want both over there. Expenders. B.
This is one of Vermont's most culturally diverse high schools. Here, students learn about budgeting, compound interest, the importance of building and maintaining a good credit score, something many other schools don't teach. Celie, what has surprised you most from this course?
I would say credit card and credit card debt.
What do you mean?
Well, before taking this class, I didn't know that really what credit cards were. I didn't know that having a credit card is like using money that you don't have, that you have to pay off later. I thought it was like a debit card, like money that you made, you use.
You've learned about credit scores,
Yes.
why they matter.
Yeah.
Has that been enlightening for you?
Yes, it has. Having a good credit score now, like thinking about like in the future, I feel like it's really good to have a good credit score because it just makes life easier with like wanting to buy a house or buy a car and taking loans out and stuff.
When you think about the whole course, does it empower you to make better decisions, or do you think this is kind of about the same as every other course you've taken in high school?
No, I think this course is very important. a little bit more than other courses.
Here's where we started. We started with $4,605 a month. After taxes, $3,694.
At the end of today's exercise, well, they discover a problem.
Transportation, you went with the used car, and then we had the expenses that go along with the used car. For food, you went with the cheapest option for food. Cell phone plan, you went with the base or the plan that was right in the middle with some unlimited data. You went with your basic necessities. Clothes, you went in the middle because you like clothing. And then fun stuff, we're at $318 a month for fun. That can go quickly. And so here's our budget at the end of the month. Whoa, so negative $622 each month.
Their budget has left them $622 underwater every month, and students have to reconsider their needs and wants. Commissioner, you're the banking regulator. You just sat in on a course with a bunch of 10th and 11th and 12th graders.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was great. I thought they got into real life decisions, real life trade-offs you're going to have to make, whether you take a bus or buy a car, and then you have insurance and you have car payments. So it was just great to see the dialogue, and it was great to see them realize that there's a lot that goes into living day to day, and you have to live within your means. And
That could be a tough lesson to learn sometimes.
for all of us, absolutely.
Do you think this is something that every high school student should take?
I think it's valuable.
But without the knowledge, things can go south in a hurry.
They can, and there's just small decisions that you can make today that affect your life long term.
$15 a month, does that seem like a whole lot? Most of the time students will say, thank you so much for teaching me this.
Courtney Paquette told us she's taught this course for 17 years and says she often hears from her students long after graduation.
And this is something that every student's going to use, no matter what pathway they go into. If they go into the military, college, career, this is something that they're going to use and they all have to think about. And so it's so important. And it's just the one class. It baffles me that we take 40 classes in high school and we can't fit financial literacy in as one.
In Montpelier, the Vermont House is considering a bill to make a course in financial literacy a high school graduation requirement statewide. But it appears it won't get far this year. Still, the treasurer remains hopeful.
I think financial literacy is critical. We see it here in Winooski, how beneficial it can be, and the other schools that mandate it. It's really a critical life skill. Now, there's another year in the biennium, so there's more time, but certainly I would like to see the financial literacy requirement implemented. There's some details to be worked out, but I think those can certainly be overcome. So many of my colleagues around the country, other treasurers, they have these requirements in their states. They've had them for years. They're blue states, they're red states. It's across the board. And 88% of Americans think there should be a financial literacy requirement in high school. I know the numbers are even higher in Vermont in terms of respondents to surveys. So it seems like something that really we need to work out and figure out how to do.
Well, the chair of one of the State House committees felt that we don't want to mandate something on local school districts, this local control thing. To which you say what?
I think there are ways to work around that. I mean, to have the requirement, but to let the local districts figure out exactly what that looks like and how you roll it out and what the curriculum looks like. You know, I think there's flexibility that can be found there. And we want to make sure that we give the proper resources to the local school districts. We don't want it to be a mandate necessarily in terms of it being cookie cutter, and we don't want it to be unfunded either. But I think, again, those two things can certainly be overcome with the appropriate amount of work and diligence.
I think like the school systems and stuff, I feel like they like teach like math and science, like all of these things, which are like really good too. But it's just like when we get out into the world, we think like we have to live like paycheck to paycheck. I feel like they're like kind of pumping out employees, it feels like sometimes. But I feel like taking this class, it makes me think like, oh, I can like save my money and I can invest, and it just makes me feel like I won't be in debt when I'm older.
This is a building block to your future, so look forward to seeing what that future is.
More and more states are requiring a finance course in high school. So we asked the Vermont House Education Committee to weigh in. Vice Chair Aaron Brady of Williston said there is a lot of other pending legislation that will prevent action this year. And in Vermont, graduation requirements are usually local school board decisions. When we make curriculum changes at the state level, she said, it has the potential to be very disruptive to the system, particularly now as our educational system is already stressed due to the pandemic and student mental health challenges and many workforce shortages in our schools. But she added, of all the ideas and bills that have come forward, she told us there are 14 so far this year, financial literacy rises to the top in terms of the potential for positively impacting Vermont students. In the hall at the new Winooski High School, we also asked Treasurer Pieciak about another issue he cares a lot about, the bill to accelerate new housing construction, which he thinks was watered down last week in the state Senate.
Let me ask you one question about the home bill
Yeah.
that passed the Senate last week. You have spoken out in favor of it, and I'm wondering if you are concerned that it doesn't go far enough in terms of jump-starting more housing construction given the severity of the crisis.
Yeah, I mean, the areas where you really want to see the construction to be jump-started is in our urban areas, the areas that we already have significant population living there, like here in Winooski and Burlington and Brattleboro, Bennington. So the Act 250 changes combined with the local permitting was a critical balance to get both the local municipalities engaged as well as developers to be supportive of the bill as well. I think that probably the original version of the bill was the one that everyone, at least that I talked to, is in favor of. I'm hoping that maybe there can be some regression back to that on the House side, but I think it's still an uphill battle to try to get those Act 250 components in.
Well, you're a Democrat. Will you be pressing Democrats in the House to be a little bolder?
Yeah, because I think it's the number one issue, and it's both an economic issue that we can care about at the Treasurer's office, but it's also a social issue. Like every one of our issues that we're dealing with comes back to housing. You can't have housing first for mental health treatment if we don't have housing. We can't work our way out of the homelessness problem, number 2 in the country by 2 different surveys, unless we have more housing. We can't appropriately treat substance use disorder unless we have places that are stable and safe for people to live. Even medical wait times. I've talked to so many hospitals that are having a hard time recruiting nurses because they can't find housing, and the same thing with doctors. So it's not only driving up the cost of healthcare because you have to find traveling nurses, but it's making individuals have to wait longer to get in to get care. So it's really our number one issue from a workforce standpoint, an economic standpoint, and trying to solve many of these social problems that we're dealing with as well.